What's up, family? Back again. It's your ghetto tour guide, Kevin, coming back at you. Right now, I have an alternative theory or alternative theory type story I want to present. I'm going to try to get this off the best of my ability. I just thought about it seconds ago, but I want to try to wrap my mind around it as much as possible. And I want to see what you guys think. Tupac Shakur. So who was Tupac Shakur actually? Well, I know if we ask today's youth or whatnot, or most, they'll say, well, he was a rapper. You know, a lot of people will say, well, he was a rapper and he was an actor. He was very, very talented. I believe that for the most part, what we won't hear is, well, he comes from the Black Liberation Movement. I think we won't hear that much, but it's the actual truth, okay? During the time of Tupac's infancy, or during the time when he was inside of his mother's stomach, his mother was on trial with 30 other people for pretty much liberating black people in the United States. Okay, Tupac talked about it sometimes in songs and whatnot, and he also said that, you know, he was cultivated as an embryo in jail. Okay, but I'm trying to get to who Tupac actually was. If you know anything about the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense and its members, someone who, or not someone, but a group that I totally envy, admire, get emotional about, especially when you talk about Chairman Fred Hampton, Chicago chapter, and what happened to him. That's a movement that was created to defend black people, pretty much. Not only defend us, but to self-educate us, you know, within our own community and within our own groups. You know, we had programs that fed our children, programs that fed our families, you know what I mean? Jobs we were creating inside of our own community and movement. This is the background of this rapper, this actor, okay? Now, let's switch it up a little bit. Say you're black and in America. You make it as an athlete or an entertainer. You become a multi-millionaire, okay? Us down here on the ground, we don't have a clear understanding of why you can't help us in the ways that the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense once helped us. We have a tough time understanding why you don't share your wealth more. We never think about the fact that once you become so wealthy, a different set of eyes are now on you, okay? And also, to put it plainly, we have to always pay attention or observe the fact that we are people who live in a country that does not support us, that does not want to see us supported, does not want to see us grow positively in any way. Just being honest. You know, we you know, we don't understand that, yes, you can become rich. That's just you. That's just you. Okay? You can help your family. Okay? But you can't buy weapons for people who want to defend our community. You can't start a food program for people who want to feed our community. You can't do these things, okay? You can go to Africa and build a well. But, you know, you have a certain light on you now that will not allow you to raise up people who are purposely being held in a certain position. I hope I put that well. I have a GED. I don't like saying that, but I say it a lot. Anyway, so back to this brother Tupac, who will get analyzed or will get seen, as a rapper, an actor. And I'm just speaking about the people who may like Tupac or may not dislike him. Okay, we ain't even got to what they say, you know, those who dislike him. Okay, we ain't going into that. But anyway, I'm really trying to show how, because you can be a certain type of person, you can be expected to do a certain type of thing. Okay, and if we go back a little bit to when people like J. Edgar Hoover were around, and he said things like, there will never be another black Messiah unless we create him. Okay? When you add that into the pot, you have to understand that a person like a Tupac Shakur has to be monitored. Okay? On a whole nother level. Not only monitored, he has to be deterred from what you think his true goal is. Okay? Because he has succeeded out of a movement. He has come out of a movement that is pretty much counterculture, anti-establishment. So yes, that makes room for me when I hear people like R.J. Bond say things like, when Keefe D gave his first interview, he was coached by certain people. I'm gonna let y'all hear that. And that wasn't all he said. We gonna go through it when I get back home. But I just wanted to rap to y'all about this now. This is next level. Okay? We don't understand who all benefits and who all loses totally from the death of Tupac. Him being taken away from us, and when I say us, I don't just mean black people, I mean everybody, because the man had charisma. The man had great orator skills. He knew how to articulate. Okay? He had white influence. He had influence on white people as well as black people. He had influence on Spanish people. He had influence on the world. I saw someone famous say that, you know, you have to be special when your face can be seen all over the world, in every country, like a Muhammad Ali, like a Nelson Mandela. You know, people whose faces are known all over the world. Tupac is one of those faces. He can be seen everywhere, you know. So you want to monitor that as much as possible. Let me add this too, family. I don't know how much y'all look at things or how well you guys have studied, how many things you've read, how many things you know about. But things have been uncovered over the years. Like, there's a rumor going around that there's footage, video footage of the assassination of all black leaders. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. I don't know about Medgar possibly, but I don't know about him. But Tupac is also included. Let's go in on that. How can there not be video footage of Tupac being assaulted on a Las Vegas Strip? A place that has been called the surveillance capital of the world. I saw somebody in the clip say that if you think they're not watching you, go into a casino and try to cheat. So they watching you. If you know that they sit at cameras and watch people count cards and know that that's not what you're supposed to do or what's allowed in a casino, and they pick these people off and they find these people every time, you mean to tell me they ain't got cameras everywhere? We all know how the surveillance game works. You can do a crime in a place and then leave that place. They're gonna track you to see where you went on camera. They're gonna check all of the cameras in the city to see where, to follow you to see where you went. But they also gonna go back to see where you came from. You telling me they ain't got that in Vegas? Or they ain't have that in 96? They did. Okay. And when I say surveillance of all black leaders, Tupac, in my opinion, had the potential to become a great leader. Okay. So many things don't add up for me. People around Tupac at the time, people like Mob James, said that Tupac wanted to be down so bad that when the other brother whispered in his ear, he just went off and attacked this man, Orlando Anderson. They got footage of that. This all just seems to be convenient.